Okay, good evening, everyone. We just returned from executive session for the purpose of, and welcome, by the way. We just returned from executive session for the purpose of discussing strategies with respect to collective bargaining as it relates to American Federation of State, County, Municipal Employees, Unit 1703, Local 1, in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A, 3, for the purpose of discussing strategies with respect to collective bargaining as it relates to New England Police Benevolent Association Local 1, Patrolman, in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property in reviewing the future of the Bazell School in accordance with Mass General Law 30A, Section 21A6, and for the purpose of reviewing and considering release of executive session minutes from September 23rd, 2024, in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 22. So with that, I'd like to take a roll call vote of our.
We already roll called before the executive session.
Oh, so we don't need to do that? Okay.
Nope, just a bunch.
All right. So with that, if we could stand and rise for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we start our meeting, I'd like to have our board offer a moment of silence for Steve Scanlon, who recently passed away over the last day or so. For those who don't know, Steve Scanlon was a graduate of Wilmington High School, class of 1980, which is also the same as both Mr. Kyra and myself. I know we look a lot younger. Steve was a three-sport athlete in high school. He participated and played in soccer, hockey, and baseball. He was a coach for many, many years. Most of us probably know him as a coach. He won over 700 games between hockey and soccer. Twice he was named as Coach of the Decade, both in 2009 and 2019 by the town crier. I was fortunate. I actually grew up with Steve. I was actually fortunate to coach travel soccer with him for 1 year. And once I asked him, I said, Steve, I hope you'll learn a few things off of me this year. He looked at me and I said, Steve, I am definitely joking. That said, Steve leaves a wife, Tina, children, Saboan, Colin, and Shalea. His service will be Friday from 3 to 7 at Nichols and funeral Saturday at 10:30 at St. Dorothy's. So again, if you could please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would also like to note that you'll see members of the Select Board are wearing pink. We requested that members of the Select Board wear an article of clothing that contains the color pink to call attention to breast cancer awareness at both of our October meetings. And their notification is in pink also. So anyhow, we're at number 3. Is there a motion to review and sign payroll and bills payable warrants out of session?
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. DePalmer. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Gerwar, is there any discussion? That being said, all in favor? 5-0. Thank you. We have an appointment, 7 o'clock appointment. Is Gabe Albicio present? I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Okay, come on down. He's the right-of-way manager from Verizon regarding a public hearing on request of Verizon New England Incorporated and Reading Municipal Light Department to install one pole on Burlington Ave. So if I would like a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Made and second. All in favor by roll call. I'll start on this side.
Kevin Carrot, yes.
Jacob Gewar, yes.
Frank West, yes.
Julia Maselli, yes.
Garrett DePalma, yes.
Thank you. Sir, welcome. Could you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Alexander, last name Marrero, Marrero. I'm a resident of 17 Cross Street, Marlborough, Massachusetts, and I employ a Pike, P-I-K-E, Telecom and Renewables, LLC, authorized contractor for Verizon New England Incorporated. Been asked by Verizon to speak on their behalf about the petition in front of you this evening and to answer any questions that the board or members of the public might have about the petition. Verizon is hereby petitioning to place one new joint-owned pole to be numbered 55S to be located on the northern side of Burlington Avenue at a point in front of 249 Burlington Avenue for the purpose of providing support for existing pole number 55 located in front of 238 Burlington Avenue. New pole to be placed will be a 40-foot Class 2 standard wood utility pole.
Okay, is there any recommendations, Mr. Manager?
I believe so, yes. So we have a recommendation from the DPW. DPW has reviewed the petition to install the pole. The pole installation is necessary for supporting an existing utility pole across Burlington Ave, which currently is anchored to into a tree. After review and petition and field location, DPW recommends the select board grant approval, provided a street opening permit application is filed with DPW and approved prior to occupying the right-of-way. And Planning and Conservation doesn't have any comments on this request.
Thank you very much. Is there any discussion amongst the board members? Mr. Manager?
So, is this a second pole, or is this just a guide pole?
So it's just gonna be a guide pole. Basically, it's gonna replace the tree that you just mentioned. So it's
Okay.
gonna be right in front of the tree, approximately 1 foot in front of it.
Okay, and so we anticipate both the existing pole and this new pole are going to stay on site. It's not a double pole situation, right?
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, that was just my question.
Yep, thank you. And it sounds like right now the lines are tied to a tree.
Yes.
Will the tree be taken down, or is there any action with the tree at all?
So the only action we're gonna be doing is removing the existing guide cable, going over to the existing pole across the street. We don't anticipate removing the the tree. So there's 2 trees. There's the guide cable apparently goes across one and then it ties to the other one. So the first one will probably be removed because it's in the way of the new pole. The second one will probably be abandoned and just left there.
Okay, and they're privately owned trees, is that? Ms. O'Connor?
Judy O'Connell, Assistant Town Manager. I've been working directly with Jamie McGaldy regarding some weather and a tree issue in that area where the tree has been hit by storm and there's been some construction over in that area. So this is more a parameter to get the Verizon activity moved away from that tree and then assess the tree through DPW to see if it needs to be removed. We've been working with the resident at the property as well. So it's been a resident concern and a safety concern that we're need to do the Verizon piece to have DPW to into the tree.
Great, thank you. Any comments from the board? Okay, seeing how, I'm sorry.
So is this a second pole, or is this a brand-new pole?
It's a brand new pole that will be replacing the tree
Okay.
that the guy is being anchored to at the moment.
Okay. Will this be placed in a sidewalk?
No, it will be placed on the grass
Okay, so,
in front of the pole,
It
in
won't
front of the
affect
tree, I mean.
okay, so it won't affect sidewalk. All right, great.
Okay, any other comments from the board? One other question I know we typically ask when there's polls, has this work already been done?
No.
Okay, thank you. If there's no other discussion from the board, it is a public hearing. Is there any members of the public that would like to be heard?
I have a question.
Oh, could you come to the microphone and state your name and address for the record, please?
Suzanne Crooker, 135 Middlesex. And I don't know whether this is the appropriate time to talk to the Verizon person, but I have questions for the board. With the numbers of poles that are on School Street and at my house with the new construction of the town hall, when are the double poles going to be removed? Because Reading Light has done their job, and we need Verizon and Comcast to do their job.
Are you in talks with the town clerk about that?
I have not talked to the town clerk yet. I've talked to Reading Light
Okay.
and the DPW.
Once we finish this matter, I can take your
Make a
information.
suggestion
and
that
I
she
can
call
have
you.
a member of the engineering team contact you about your concern
Okay.
to determine what,
Okay.
which
working with
pole
Jamie about it.
number
You
you're
want to just
talking
say
about
that, or
specifically.
no?
I can tell you.
There are 6. I don't have all the numbers, but I can tell you the location.
Okay, so yeah, I can take down your information and I can have someone from the engineering department call you and discuss your concerns with those poles.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
think we might have some further guidance, Mr. Manager.
No, I was just going to say that we're aware of the situation, and I know that Jamie McGaldy had made the administration aware of it, and so any further communication with Verizon would be great. So if that can go on,
Yeah,
that'd
that
be
was,
excellent.
my concern is that Reading Light can't do anything until Verizon and Comcast do their job.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other comments from any of the public? Nope. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Mr. DePalma, close. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Kyra. Any discussion? All in favor of closing the public hearing? All in favor? Thank you. Public hearing is closed. Do we have a motion to accept the, I think, well, actually, we should take that. Is there a motion for that? Is there a board to consider? I didn't see a board.
No, it's part of the public hearing.
Oh, it's public hearing, okay. So is there a motion to grant the poll on Burlington Ave?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Kyra. Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Communications, Mr. Manager.
No communications. Right into boards to consider.
That was me.
Okay.
I'm swinging my foot.
So we have a board to consider item to call a special town meeting for Thursday, November 20th, 2025, at 7 PM at the Wilmington High School Auditorium in response to petitions received. Is there a motion, or would anyone like to do discussion? Is there a motion to call for the special town meeting?
A motion.
Right, Gary?
I'll second.
Okay, is there any discussion? Okay, all in favor of calling the special town meeting for Thursday, November 20th at 7 PM at the high school auditorium? Yes? Okay, 5-0. Thank you. Board to consider number 7, closing and signing the warrant for the special town meeting to be held on Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Is there any discussion? All in favor of closing and signing the warrant for the special town meeting? All opposed? Oh, so, I'm sorry, Gary, why don't we do that? All in favor? 5-0, okay. 6, or do you want to read the letter, or just go into the board to consider for Lou?
I think we go right
Number
into
eight.
number 8.
Go right into
We're
it?
on number 8.
Okay. Okay, we have a board to consider request of Louis Semaglia, Director of Department of Veteran Services, that Wilmington Common be illuminated in green during the month of November in support of veterans. Is there a motion to approve that request?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Okay, number 8, request of Louis Semaglia, Director,
Number 9, I believe.
I'm sorry, number 9, excuse me. Board to consider request of Louis Semaglia, Director of Veteran Services, to use the town common on Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, for Veterans Day ceremonies and an invitation for
So
the
moved,
Select
Mr.
Board
Chair.
to
Second.
participate. Okay, all in favor? Thank you. Number 10, Board to consider accepting a gift of land of approximately 2.63 acres for care, custody, and control of the Conservation Commission from Peter Soper and Tammy Soper, said land located at 60 Clark Street, map 52, parcel 44A. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So
Second.
moved. Is there a second?
Second.
I'm sorry, Gary. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, is it?
Sure.
Is it, through the chair to the town manager? It's
Yes.
the yellow we're looking at?
If you look at the map at the bottom of the memo, it is the area shaded and it's surrounded by the yellow line. It looks slightly darker than the rest of the area. It
Okay,
encompasses Millbrook. It's not appropriate for development. and it's a riverine, it's a kind of a riverine ecology, and
So is this portion here?
Yes, correct.
I'm sorry, that people can't see it. This portion here and the yellow?
No, just the
Not the yellow.
No, just the portion. The yellow shows you where the remainder of the wetlands areas in proximity to it are, but it's just the area surrounded by the yellow line.
Okay.
Is that land currently owned by conservation, do you know, or?
I do not know.
No, it's owned by the
Well, it's owned by
people who
the
are giving it
Silvers.
up. so
No, no,
they're-
what I'm saying is just
The
that
Land
this-
north, I think, is what
This,
he's
this
thinking.
portion is
yeah,
what
the
I'm
land.
saying. Okay. So anyhow, we did a motion and second for discussion. Is there any further discussion? All in favor? 5-0. Okay, number 11. Board to consider request of Christine Guy on behalf of We're One Wilmington to place promotional signs on the town common from November 30th through December 7th, 2025 for the Festival of Trees.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion now that we've all,
Well, we all voted now.
Nope, we've all voted, okay. Okay, unanimous, thank you. Request to consider, board to consider request of community groups to conduct events which require road closures, and for,
Oh, that's right.
just want to already read those out.
Sure, there's the 4th of July Fun on the 4th, the Firecracker 5K and Family Fun Run. That's for June 25th, 2026. There's Fall Fest 5K for September 26th, 2026. There is the 9th Annual Winter Solstice 5K, hosted by the Soul Sisters Running Club. That is Saturday, December 12th, 2026. And finally, there is the Little League Opening Day Parade for Sunday, April 25th, 2027.
So moved.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second. Is there any discussion? Discussion?
Through the chair to the manager, Horribles Parade
Oh, wait a minute.
from the town? They still do that, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, it's not,
the horse. That's a.
okay, all right.
Okay,
I
any
didn't want to miss the Horribles.
Yeah, we don't want to miss the Harvels Parade.
Any further discussion? Vote to approve? All in favor? 5-0. Thank you very much. Okay, public comments. Is there any, oh, I'm sorry. I thought
No,
you-
I was just 20 minutes.
Doris, is there any public comments?
Good evening, everyone.
Could you state your name and,
Rob Fasulo, 28 Marjorie Road.
thank you.
Mr. Kyra, Mr. West, I just want to say thank you for what you guys, your mannerisms and the way you guys went through the last meeting. I think it's important to commend you when you do something good, and for wanting the public to speak prior to taking that vote was big in my book, so thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, may I add something there? I just want to clarify that I did not have a problem with public making comments. I had a problem with every meeting taking public comments out of turn. That was my issue, not about public people speaking. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll just comment on that. A meeting prior, we did have a member that did come in basically right after public comments, asked to, and this was the one and only time that I allowed a public comment.
It wasn't,
Out-
but,
What other meeting? Could you show me?
yeah, we could go back and look, but that was like the third time. But you also let that person speak. We were getting ready to do salute to service. It's just, it sets a bad precedent. I want people to speak. I mean, we're not obligated to have public comments. We choose to have public comments, and I agree with that. But I think it sets a bad precedent when we open up public comments just because somebody wants to speak. It has to be at the appropriate time during open meetings, or if we are discussing, certain matters. And I just think it was happening. That was, I believe, the third time it happened. So that's why I said it.
I believe the first one and only time that it happened was in this room with the particular.
It wasn't, but I will be
Okay,
happy to
and-
go back and find out what those
Okay.
are, if it's important enough to you. But that's
Okay, and-
why I was upset about it, because I felt like you were setting a precedent.
Okay, and
So
that-
I just want to make it clear that I was not advocating for no one to speak, because that is incorrect, as was just stated.
Okay, and the thing is that at our last meeting, all I did was that I didn't invite anybody to the excuse me.
Frank,
I-
well,
I-
we're
excuse me, I
gonna
have the floor.
debate this, okay?
I have the floor as the chair.
You opened it
I have
for
the
comments.
floor.
Watch the video.
I have the floor as
Okay,
chair.
whatever, because you're chair. Remind us 100 more times. You're chair. Go
Okay.
ahead, chair. It's ridiculous.
What I did,
Oh, you're just mad because I didn't let you speak. I didn't not let you speak. It was inappropriate.
Okay.
I'm not disrespectful.
Okay.
You guys are disrespectful. You act like 8-year-olds.
okay, hold on. That said.
Whatever. I'm the bad guy, so it doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm
So
not-
go ahead.
No, I'm clarifying myself.
Okay,
What I did
whatever.
was all I did was, Mr. Kyra had mentioned that the public had, the right to be heard. All I did was that I just polled the audience. I said, is there anyone that would like to speak under public comments? I did not say at this time, and I did not invite anyone to the microphone. But anyhow, that said, I will invite anyone that would like to speak for public comments. And by the way, I meant to say, Rob, I apologize, we do limit public comments to 5 minutes.
Suzanne Sullivan, 60 Lawrence Street. It's my understanding that if the chairman wants to entertain a comment from somebody in the audience, the chairman has every right to do that.
Didn't say he didn't have a
I'm not talking to you.
rude. Okay.
I'm talking
Go
to the
ahead.
board.
Well, comments are through the chair.
Right, I'm talking through the chair.
Yep.
Like I'm supposed to talk through the chair. All right? It's my understanding that the chair can take comments if he wants or she wants to take comments from anybody. And considering it was somebody that was the chair of an official committee of this town, the historical committee, that wanted to comment on a historic building in the historical zone, a federally designated historic zone of the town of Wilmington, I think the chair would have been well within his rights, even though he didn't ask for her comments, he would have been well within his rights to take comments, because the chair can do that. And I think that people ought to look up and review Robert's Rules of Order and proper protocol, and how to respect the people of this community. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to make a public comment? Okay. All set. So we're moving on to announcements. Does anyone on the board have an announcement? Okay. I do. We actually got, the Wilmington Select Board got invited recently. I spoke to the Andover Chair, Alex Vispoli, that kind of a nice invitation. Evidently, he invited the Wilmington Select Board and any government official, and it's open to the public as well, to participate in what's called a ceremonial preambulation. Try saying that 5 times twice, 5 times. But basically what that is that back in colonial times, at least 2 members of a select board would get together on the border of their town, and in this case, the border of Wilmington and Andover, to go over what's in Mass, it's still in the bylaws, Mass Laws, Chapter 42, says, "The boundary markers of every town shall be located and marked upon the face thereof, which bears the letter of the town located in its boundary once every 5 years by at least 2 of the selectmen of the town." Again, it's basically a ceremonial event that he's having. It's on Saturday, October 25th at 9:00 a.m. Basically, the event is basic. We meet at the boundary of Andover Street, right on the border. Alex has a statement that he will read, and then a member from each town marks the border with the A or W, obviously Andover or Wilmington, and then have a glass of grape juice to conclude the ceremony. So it's kind of a nice thing for the town to do. It's probably about a half hour, if that. So I did send an email to the town manager. If anyone's interested, if you could go through the town manager and let me know if, let him know to let me know if anyone's available. The only thing that I do ask is that if 3 or more of us want to be there, I would probably post that as an open meeting, just so that we're not in violation of open meeting law.
Absolutely.
We shoot muskets too, at the very end.
So, does anybody have any comments to that? Okay. Any other announcements? Any other new business? Okay. Mr. Manager, important dates, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Important dates. On October 15th, we have brush drop-off at Old Main Street from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. October 18th, brush drop-off at Old Main Street from 9 to 4. The week of October 20th through the 24th is the curb collection of yard waste. October 22nd, we have brush drop-off at Old Main Street from 8 to 2. October 23rd, we're going to have the Hall of Fame dedication at the Wilmington High School at 7:15 p.m. October 24th, the Carter Lecture Fund, Wilmington Memorial School Auditorium is putting on Lenny Zarcone. October 25th, there's brush drop-off at Old Main Street from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. October 26th, Mr. Kyra, is the Horribles Parade in Rotary Park, 4:30 p.m.
Excellent.
Our next meeting is October 27th. Next meeting of the Select Board here at Town Hall, Room 9 at 7 o'clock p.m. And then October 27th through the 31st is curb collection of yard waste. Those are our important dates, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We do have our salute to service. Our salute to service this meeting is Airman First Class Paul Gargan, who was born on January 16th, 1946 in Boston, Mass. He lived in Everett, Mass, where he joined the United States Air Force from Boston, Mass, on October 18th, 1965, where he served as an aircraft munition specialist. Paul served in Vietnam, where he was awarded the Vietnam Service Medal with 1 Bronze Star, Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal, along with his National Defense Service Ribbon, and the Air Force Good Conduct Medal. Paul separated from service on February 26, 1969, from Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, and currently he lives in Wilmington with his wife, Joanne. So again, we salute his service to our nation. Thank you, sir. With that, I'd like to entertain a motion to end our public meeting and resume executive session, continue in executive session, not to return.
Yeah,
So
we'll be
moved.
adjourning from executive session.
Okay, so I'd like that with as a roll call vote.
So moved.
No, roll call second, and then roll call.
Second,
Second.
Okay, second. Okay, sorry. Roll call, Kevin?
Kevin Kyra, yes?
Jacob Giwer, yes.
Frank West, yes?
Holy Massala, yes.
Gary DePalma, yes.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.